hello everyone. I just wanted to touch bases on something real quick. In the previous video I did, I talked about let him lead, right? But I wanted to just address something real quick and put it in the atmosphere because I feel like it was necessary, right? Okay, so we're going to sort of go to class a little bit tonight, all right? So we'll call this, we did the night owl videos, we're going to call this one night school, okay? Alrighty, so I talked about the previous video as far as letting a man lead and at least allow him the opportunity to try to do so, okay? But what I wanted to do tonight is break down the difference between leading and controlling because oftentimes some people tend to misconstrue that. They sort of think that leading means, they take it too far, they get the power tripping and think leading is controlling. And it's two different things, right? Leading versus controlling. So what I want to do now is break down the definitions of leading. The definition of leading, I might have this phone too dark, excuse me guys. I hope y'all can see, okay. All right, and watch out for me in the back with the flame, okay? All right, the definition of leading is exercising leadership, providing direction or guidance to someone, right? They also have, we are equipping or presenting someone with something, right? But in my words, I like to simply say that we are giving of ourselves in that moment, right? I feel like we're giving of ourselves, well, the best part of ourselves. Because for me, if I'm going to lead you or lead my family, right, I want to give them the best version of myself so they can present that from this. It goes on and on. Like it'll allow them to get the best versions of themselves when they're out and stuff like that. Whatever, okay? Now, let's take a moment to define control. To cause a person or animal to do what you want them to do to obtain power or dominion over someone, right? Okay, see see the difference in that though? When you're leading, it's more like, okay, guidance, and we're providing guidance and stuff like that. We're providing something, right? Well, we're giving of ourselves, like I said before. That's the way I like to look at it, right? So, again, the word control is defined as to cause a person or animal to do what you want them to do to obtain power or dominion over someone. Well, let's break that down. We're going to break it down to JP Freeway, right? Okay, in the word dominion, we can fracture the word dominate. Yeah, we can do that. It's a JP Freeway. We can do it the way we want, right? Okay, so we fracture the word dominate from dominion, right? And then, in the word dominate, we'll extend the olive branch to the word dominatrix, okay? So we extend the olive branch to the word dominatrix, right? Let's define dominatrix, right? Dominatrix is normally a woman who takes the dominant role, who are known for inflicting pain and causing humiliation by way of verbal or physical action, right? Okay, so when you think about that, in that moment, you would imagine a person would feel controlled, right? They would feel controlled. So, and you see that the definition is normally a woman who is the dominatrix, right? So if you don't want a woman to treat you like that, then you shouldn't be treating a woman like that. Or anyone in your household for that matter, right? Nobody wants to be humiliated and disrespected or whatever and forced to do things that they do not want to do, right? Um, so, which, that at the end of the day, let's go back. No, well, like I said, unless that is your thing, right? Because some people may not mind that, when you think of a dominatrix, right? And if that is your thing, please feel free to leave your number at the bottom because I have a lot of pent-up aggression locked up in me. And I tell you, my armor come from way back here. I bring it from way, way back in the sky on you, okay? So, but no, that's I'm just kidding with you guys. I would do that. But I'm just trying to make an example of what I'm trying to say about the difference between leading and controlling, right? Okay, let's take another approach, right? Let's take another approach. You're on a job, right? You have a lead worker, right? You got a lead worker. A lead worker come up to you and like Hey Bob, can you move those boxes? We've been trying to get help to move them for a week now without success. Do you think you can help? Right? Lead worker come up to you like that? Sure, I can help you guys move it, right? That would be the response to that, right? No need to get blow out of shape or feel upset or get irritated in any way. I didn't see anything wrong with the first lead worker, right? Okay, second, I'm rushing through this, guys. I'm sorry, but I got to rush through it. Okay, the second one is lead worker comes up to you. Those damn boxes been sitting over there for over forever. Move your asses and get them out of here now, or you're fired. Get them damn boxes out of here, or you fired. Move your ass, right? That's what I want to say it. By reading off the paper in the regular way, move your ass, right? Get them damn boxes over here out of here. If y'all don't move them, y'all gonna be fired, right? You're gonna lose your job today. You're gonna get fired. Whatever, right? So, no one wants to be talked down that way, right? Nobody want to be talked down that way. And not only did the second lead worker talk down on the person, but the second lead worker also left them with some sort of threat and repercussion. Which, if it's done that way, it would make you feel like you're controlled, right? Control meaning forcing someone to do what you want them to do, right? And you'll feel forced, like you have to do it because you don't want to lose your job, right? So you feel forced. Not only did they talk to you nasty and demean you, but now they put a repercussion and a threat on it. So it's almost like you have to do it, even if you want to tell them, man, go to hell, or I rip your head off, right? You wouldn't be able to say that if you really need your job, right? Okay, but no one wants to feel that way, but you always have people out here who be power tripping, and it's like a rush. It's like Jeepers Creepers when he getting off on the people, fearing and all that stuff, and he doing that little sound he make. I don't know who's seen Jeepers Creepers movie, but I'll be watching all kind of stuff. So that's all I wanted to say on that. And I know for me, I will honestly say, I've been the kindest, sweetest, most hardworking person I can be when I'm on my jobs. But that's one thing that always rub me the wrong way. I don't like people talking to me any kind of way, especially when I know I'm starting off initially with the respect for them, right? I don't like that. If I'm nice and sweet and all that stuff, you'll definitely see a whole nother person you ain't never seen before in your life. It'll go from light to dark real quick. I don't like that, talking to you like you're a dog and all that stuff like that. And especially when you're a person who got children of your own, no, you ain't gonna talk to me any kind of way now. Like, yeah. Okay, so back to what I was saying, and I'm gonna get this out real quick. But anyway, the bottom line is to remember these two important phrases, right? Statements, whatever you want to call them, right? First one is respect is given where respect is due, right? That's number one. Respect is given where respect is due. Number two is always treat people how you would like to be treated. If you don't want to be treated a certain way and you know that wouldn't be right towards you, then why on earth would you treat another human being a way that you don't want to be treated yourself? Right? Okay. And to the men out there, the final message is to the men out there, always value and learn to love your women. A good woman, right? Always love and learn to love your woman. They are not a piece of property and or they're not just another cigar in a box, right? So always learn to love your woman properly, right? It's important. And it sends off an even balance. And once you get that down packed and that balance is there between the initial two people in the household or whatever, the initial two people, then it radiates down to everybody else, right? You'll be able to ask someone to do something in a positive way. And I know it can be hard sometimes because sometimes after you had a long day, you can be irritable, especially if somebody done talk to you like that on the job and you done held that in because you feel like you had to because you feel like you had to hold it in because you need your job, right? So by the time you get home, sometimes you can display misplaced anger, even if you don't mean to. We all human, right? You don't want to, and it may not come off that way, but you can have misplaced anger. But before you decide to give off the wrong, provide the wrong guidance or anything like that, take yourself about 10 seconds to count to 10 before you begin to speak when you walk in your door or when you interact with somebody in your home after you've left work and had a bad day or whatever. Take about 10 seconds to breathe a little bit. I don't care. Sit in the car in the driveway for a minute just to bring yourself back down. So when you are leading these households, you will be presenting the best version of yourself, so that the best versions of yourself can radiate throughout the entire home, right? Ain't nothing perfect, y'all. Now, don't get crazy. Ain't nothing perfect. You're going to have days where it's just going to be what it's going to be. But we're aiming for the best results, okay? I love you guys. Y'all already know. Have a blessed night.